Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys have been watching my last couple of review videos of tools and stuff, I've kind of started collecting some Dewalt tools as I find deals on them recently, trying to step up my tool game to much better, more professional tools. I usually see this stuff on Slick Deals, and it's just mostly impulse buys most times. So I've gotten the fan and the impact wrench. I'm on that 20 volt XR Dewalt train now, I guess. And so most recently I saw a deal on Slick Deals for this blower right here. Usually $200, and I saw it online on all these tool sites that were going for $100, but they were back ordered and they were selling out like within an hour of it getting posted. So I saw it was a your mileage may vary deal from Home Depot. So the Home Depot near me happened to be one of the ones that was clearing it out. They had about 7 or 8 of them in stock, so I picked up one of them for a pickup. So today I'm going to unbox it and compare it, the design of it, and to the old Black & Decker one I've been using. So this blower right now, it looks like it's your basic blower. It looks like all the other major tool company type blowers. I think this one was the main selling point on this one for me picking it up actually was that it came with a battery and a battery charger. It came with a 5 amp hour battery, which is one of the bigger DeWalt batteries out there, and a charger. And if I don't really need those two, well, the charger at least, if I don't need that, I could probably flip it on eBay for $30 or $40. That's what I was seeing it going for. The battery I would definitely use all my different tools. So if we look at the box on this one, the model number on it is the DCBL720P1, and a lot of the reviews I saw online of other people commenting on it on Slick Deals where I saw it was that it's kind of weak, but weak. It's comparatively, to what you're using now or what you're used to. A lot of guys are complaining it was weaker. Guys are coming from gas-powered blowers. So this is a battery-powered blower, so I'm not going to expect the same type of power from a electric blower. I know for sure this is going to be an upgrade from that Black & Decker one that I'm using now. But, I'll kind of compare the motors and show what I can see on those between those two. It does have that brushless motor, which is another big selling point now with any tool. You want the brushless motors because they're more efficient. I think I explained it on one of my other videos about the old style motors that have brushes, have the little carbon or whatever it is, those little black stones, it looks like a piece of lead with a spring on it where the motor shaft rides on 2 of those on either side, and over time those things wear out as the springs go. The springs push it in as it wears out, so eventually those burn out and you got to replace them, and they kind of create drag. Brushless motors on the other hand, they ride on magnets, so they're more magnetic. You got the core of the motor, and the spinning part is it's got magnets, so it's basically riding on an electromagnetic field. So it's there's less friction, which equals better efficiency. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this thing open now and take a look at it. Got the pipe, charger. As you can see, this thing's massive compared to my other blower. One of the first thing that I noticed when I was looking at this was that the motor design and the way that the fan is designed on here, which is it's basically like a turbine or an axle fan. So with the axle fans, their axle fans are basically the fan. You know, the air flows right through the blades. So with the axle fan design, you get high velocity versus high pressure out of the blower. Which, you know, when you're trying to blow leaves and stuff, you want high velocity instead of high pressure, like compressed air or something. So that's the first thing I noticed on it, the design, which I believe a lot of the newer battery powered motors coming like this, the traditional style, which I'll show you in a second right here on my Black & Decker. So my old Black & Decker, it's got more of your forward curve fan, which is like a turbo, right? So the air comes in through the side, gets compressed, and then travels down the shaft out there. And this is a lot of the designs of like air handlers and things like that are designed like this, where this one is more like a shop fan or a floor fan where the air is just flowing right through the blades straight through at high velocity. You know, it's with this old Black & Decker, it's very compact, easy to carry around, where this one is much bigger. You know, you could tell it's just huge. I mean, the inlet's like 4 inches wide. You got the big tube that it comes with. You know, it goes from 4 inches to maybe like 3.5 inches. So that's pretty massive there. Looks like the battery charger on this is a DCBL720P1, and then your normal, 5 amp hour battery that I got with my other set there. So anyway, I'm gonna actually, when it's daytime again, I'm gonna test these two. I'm gonna record my testing to see the power from this old guy right here, old Black & Decker 20 volt lithium that I've been using. Once I upgrade to this 20 volt Dewalt, professional one. All right, so I'm outside decided to test the air velocity of my old Black & Decker blower and then my new Dewalt blower. The Dewalt blower is rated for I think 90 miles an hour with 400 CFM. That Black & Decker, the older one, is actually rated at 120 miles an hour and I think 120 CFM. So the CFM is the actual velocity through the area. So you could tell the bigger, this one's got 3.5 inch barrel, so it's gonna move a lot more CFMs versus this one, which is only like 2 inches by 1 inch tall. So that one, even though it's got higher velocity, it's gonna have lower CFM because it doesn't move enough air. You could tell, and then it's probably because it's got higher velocity because it's a smaller opening out there. So today, what I got is, I've got this regular air meter here that's got a spinning fan on it. And then I've got this separate $4,000 Fluke 975 I got from work. That's a $4,000 meter with a $700 probe. The one thing I'm worried about this one is it's only rated up to I think 3,000 feet per minute, which is not, I think, the 90 miles an hour is 90 times 88, which is close to like 8,000 feet per minute. So I think that's going to be out of range for this thing, but it'll be in range for this guy right here. So the first one I'm going to test is the Dewalt. I've got this meter right now. It's in velocity mode, which it's actually in metric, so it reads in meters per second instead of feet per second. So I'm gonna turn it on. So that one, once it hit it, it was around 40.2, which if you do the math, 40.2 equals about 90 miles an hour, like 89, 90 miles an hour when you convert it on that one. So that one, so the Dewalt is hitting its spec speed right there. So now I'm gonna test the Fluke meter with the air probe on this one. I don't think it's gonna read correctly once it hits, past the 3,000 limit. Yep, just as I suspected, over limit on the feet per second. All right, so now we're gonna test the air velocity on the Black & Decker one. So the maximum I hit on that was about 28, which I don't think that's anywhere near 120 miles an hour like this thing's rated for. All right, guys, you just saw me test the two blowers. Obviously, this Dewalt one's much more powerful, moves a lot more air, a lot more air volume to move the leaves and stuff. But anyway, so this is definitely an upgrade from this old Black & Decker one that I've been using. So, if you guys like my video, just go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and I'll continue doing more of these tool testing videos and other car videos. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.